Hey YouTubers, this is Gonzalez family. I'm Inez, the mother of the whole family, and this is my husband Henry. Today we're going to do Peruvian MUCKBANG with baby Adriana. This is the child that fused us all together. So let's start with what we have on the table. We have lomo saltado, which is basically just steak and onions, and you can mix it with tomatoes or peppers. Then we have french fries, then we have pollo de brasa. Over here we have causa. You can make it with chicken. This is with chicken, but with chicken or tuna fish.
This is the causa?
That's causa. And then we have ceviche, our popular dish that a lot of people like. You can, that's with onions and tilapia basically. And then this is sweet potatoes. And we have our...
Then we got this fancy ass rice on the
how
plate.
the Peruvians do it. Yep, and then we have our coquito.
Put it in a cup, and yeah. That.
And then we have our coquito that...
This is Puerto Rican, by the way.
Yes.
Puerto Rican. We couldn't find a Peruvian drink because
it's hard to import from Peru.
they're not that known in the United States yet. Anyway, yeah. This is Peruvian MUCKBANG, and we got some Puerto Rican drink here, and yeah. So we're about to chow down.
You go ahead.
Wait, this isn't Peruvian though.
The sweet potatoes goes with the ceviche.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got my rice. Dri, what you got, baby?
She's already been eating.
What do you got? You got good stuff.
Sweet potatoes, french fries, and rice.
Is this rice? Cool. All right. Oh, we got water too. Yep.
Yeah.
Because Peruvian food makes your mouth dry. Very salty,
Really?
but it's good. I'm just kidding. All right. So what are you gonna try first? I'm gonna try this drink first.
No, because no. I'll try this.
Oh,
I know it's
Jesus.
good, so.
Have mercy on my soul. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna be professional about this. What the hell was that?
That's really good.
Was that a dance just now? What kind of dance was that? Is that a Peruvian dance?
No.
That's not a Peruvian dance? Wait, should we have a knife, or are we just gonna dig in on this?
Dig in.
Really? Well, I don't wanna. Okay.
Well, wait, so I'm gonna start by saying how we met.
Alright, tell them.
So we met, I work at the hospital, and he also worked at the hospital at the time. And I was at a meeting at the cafeteria, and he was there too. But you were there eating, right?
I was there, but she didn't know I was there.
No, I didn't.
I was there. You know what I'm saying? In the cut.
So, how did we meet? In the elevator?
Yeah, I guess you could say an elevator.
Or you passed by each other? And then upstairs where I worked, the floor I work on, I was at the nurse's desk. And,
Yeah, she was at the nurse's desk.
And
By the way, she's a nurse, so if something happens to me with this food, she's gonna revive me.
so go ahead, babe. What happened?
Yeah, so I can't concentrate with this damn food because it's so good.
Some about vacation?
Oh, yeah, about that vacation. She always looked like stressed a little bit. She was getting overworked. And I had said something, she crossed my path, and I said something to her about us going on vacation, me needing a vacation. And she said, don't we all? So I told her, let's go on vacation. This is so good. And the funny thing is, she told me she had 4 kids, like that was gonna stop me from taking her on vacation.
I tried to scare him, like go away kind of stuff.
She tried to scare me, but you know what my my rebuttal to that was? Leave the kids at home. So yeah. And then this happened. This food is amazing. Mommy what? Oh yeah? What kind of steak is this? It's so damn good.
She's beef bottom roast, but you can use Malaya.
You want to go down?
Or you can use anything you want, like anything tender. Or some people use cow stomach as well to make
Those fries right there are not Peruvian fries. Those are called steak fries. Why do you guys have that as a Peruvian dish?
because we eat steak fries and we also eat like fried egg with rice.
I feel like I'm being ripped off.
No.
For real, for real.
Well, babe, it's the natural. It's potatoes.
Sorry.
No.
But it's still good.
So
I guess it's good with the steak.
So anyway.
Anyway, this little girl is getting patient. What's wrong? What's the matter? I don't understand. Is that Peruvian? Oh. So anyway, we have 9 kids total. They're probably gonna want some of this. Not that we really care, but they probably gonna want some. So, what is pollo la brasa? La brasa? Did I say that right?
Well, the best is like rotisserie chicken,
Oh yeah.
but they would make it with like beer. I don't know. I have this Peruvian jar seasonings that you can get from a Spanish store. And yeah.
From a Spanish, like.
But
like
the best ones to get really is from New York. Pio chicken. Pio.
Oh yeah.
I tried some from up north. What is it? Perth Boy, Elizabeth. But the best one's from Pio. For sure.
Have you tasted this yet?
Yeah, I do.
This is really, really
I
good.
did taste it.
This is really good. So if you guys are wondering, this actually has a tad bit of alcohol. We don't recommend people to drink, but it's actually really good. It's not, I've had some in the past and people who've made them, it was too strong or it tasted very, very bitter. This is actually really, really smooth. So yeah, big ups to my Puerto Rican people. Thank you. Maybe next time when we're gonna do a Puerto Rican mukbang with Puerto Rican food. But maybe we'll have the Peruvian drink that they have there because we couldn't get it in time. Okay.
Yeah, ceviche, it's hard to find a good, really, really good ceviche or a good Peruvian food out here. I haven't crossed any. I tried a lot, every one of them out here, but it's always best when you make it yourself. But if you want any recipes or any shows involving us cooking, how to make Peruvian food, just, let us know.
Yeah, put it in the comment below.
But I know Peruvian's popular. Every time I'm working at the hospital, they always say, oh, Peruvian food we love, and how do you make that?
And she can't answer them.
I can make some dishes. I just started learning how to cook actually when he came into my life. It was always simple American food with my children. But when he came, I was like, I'm gonna make him love me for my Peruvian cooking.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
It's like perfectly spiced.
Is your food good? No.
The ceviche is really good.
The ceviche is good. However, you have to like lime because they use a lot of lime because I believe the lime actually cooks the fish. Is that like part of the process?
Lime, salt, and you have like celery like blended in with the lime juice, and this parsley in it as well. But every country has their own type of ceviche, but our ceviche is the best. So
I think the ceviche originated from Peru.
that's sort of like a main important dish in Peru. But like Peru, they have like a fusion of all types of like African food, like what else, Asian food. So this makes like Peruvian food like one of the best cuisines they have out there. It's a mixture of everything.
Now this right here, what is this again? I can't keep up with the names of these things.
Salsa.
It's like my kids, I can't keep up with their names. Causa? So what is actually in this? Like, because I see chicken in there and it actually tastes really, really good.
So causa is like potatoes. How you make the potatoes, like mashed potato consistency. You would like use like lime or lemon and
so it looks
spice
like a lemon pie.
ají. What's ají? It's a little spice, Peruvian spice ají. And you put that in there, and then you just like mash it. What makes the potato taste so good is the lemon and the lime.
And if you guys have never tried Peruvian food, I seriously say like search it wherever you at, whatever, to try it because it's actually really good. I've never tried it until I met her. And yeah, let's just say after I ate the first meal, I got the ring on the finger, you know what I mean? But it's actually really good. So there's a lot of other dishes that they make.
But these are the make them like
These are like the best dishes.
Yeah.
I would say. We've traveled. We went to every time we travel, if we look up Peruvian places, we went to Florida. We found one, and it was actually a really, really good place.
I had one good restaurant.
They made that chicken, which is the pollo la brasa. Pollo la brasa. Yeah, pollo la brasa. They made that chicken, and I think for that chicken, I paid $20. They charged me $20, and I tell you, it was probably the best $20 I've ever spent. We were in a hotel room, and I remember when I kind of hurt my back in the last 2 days that we were coming home.
How did you hurt your back, babe?
We were doing things we wasn't supposed to. Anyway, that's how we got 9 kids. And I believe the way they do it is they rotisserie. So they rotisserie for how many hours?
Oh, I don't know, like an hour and a half?
Hour and a half. But the reason why I say it was so good because you can taste every ounce of flavor through the entire chicken. And the thing is, there's other food places like Boston Market who actually rotisserie their chicken as well, but you can't actually taste the flavor throughout the entire chicken. And I believe that's what sold me on it. And I said, I want to get it again before we leave, but I was in so much pain that I didn't even think again. I wasn't even going to get it again. All right, guys, as you can see, the baby was getting a little tired, which is good for us. Maybe she go to bed so we can finish this.
You can start, well, you already started drinking. But...
Yeah, I already started. But anyway, hold on one second before you do that. So, real quick, I just kind of want to touch bases on the California wildfires that's been going on down in Malibu and all those areas, and kind of say our hearts go out to those people, and we hope that if you're one of those people watching, we hope that you're safe and that your family's safe, and we're sorry that you guys are going through that. Yeah, I want some of that. Do I want some?
I didn't get no knife.
That's like asking me, do I want some?
I'm so sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Do I want some? Hello.
I know.
That's all right. We're gonna eat like vultures. That's just, I mean, it is what it is. And I know you guys, I can't really tip this ceviche, but yeah, I think tonight with this whole smorgasbord, this is probably my favorite dish here. And then comes the ceviche. Obviously, I love sweet potatoes, and steak is probably the best. I love steak, and I gotta say, my wife, and I'm not saying it because she's my wife, but she cooks my steak very, very well. I only eat one really, like a type of steak I will eat is
ribeye.
The ribeye steak, and she just cooks it to perfection, where it's not hard, it's not too tender, and it's not like mushy. And yeah, she gets brownie points for that. Anyway, but you are tearing that food up. She was hungrier than a hostage. But this is actually really, really good. And I'm glad that I waited all day to eat. Or she made me wait all day to eat, because I was like,
prepping all this is not.
I know, prepping is not fun, and it's not easy. And, I mean, seriously, look at this. I bet you if I turn this upside down, it won't even come out. And it's not even that it's because it's like stuff in here, it's just because it's so well prepared that it's like a pie. And I literally was eating it like a pie, but it's really well. And why do we have bread here? What do most people use the bread?
Because us Peruvians love bread.
They do love bread. They love bread and salt. Lots of salt. Lots of salt. See, she's gonna beg to differ, but the truth is this. When I first met her, and she gave me something to eat, I can't remember what it was, because truthfully, she always would bring me lunch. If I wanted lunch, she would make something and bring me lunch, which I appreciated. And the food, I don't want to say all the time, but a great deal of that time was very salty. And I never complained, because I was grateful that she brought it. Ooh, girl, you getting up on me like that? Okay. So I was very grateful that she brought me lunch. So I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but it was very salty. And then over time, it got better. I think because I started to complain. So guys, if your wife cooks for you, don't complain. Just kind of bring it out there a little bit. Like, hey.
I just started learning how to cook when I met you, like I said.
This right here. Okay, that didn't go. This right here. This rice. Okay, so my rice, I can't eat hard rice. I don't know how some people eat hard rice. It has to be mushy. Right? That's how I like my rice mushy. And
I don't
not
like the mushy though.
You don't like, I mean, I like it mushy.
Soft.
Well, okay, we're getting off topic here. This conversation just seems like it's going a whole other way. Anyway, so I like my rice. I'm talking about this white grain of greatness that is grown out of the ground. Rice, how I like it soft. Yeah. Like my sweet potatoes. I like my sweet potatoes soft too. You know, some people like them a little harder than normal, but I like them soft. Oh my God, this is so good. But I'll tell you one thing. Now, she got water here, right?
To wash it down.
To wash it down. But if you have this greatness here, you won't need the water. But I'm gonna drink some water because it's a little dry.
Alright, babe.
This was like chicken with vegetables. Now, is this healthy for you or? So what is the yellow stuff made out of though? That's what I didn't get. I heard the chicken and vegetables, but I didn't.
It's called bijol. It's like a seasoning, yellow seasoning that they put in like Spanish food. Like
That's oh, okay. So this is actually potato. Okay, so this is potato, but it's a season. It's basically like a food coloring, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a food coloring.
But there's also a heat in there.
So ají is another type of seasoning. Is that what that is? Okay, so they have like basically like a food coloring / seasoning. What makes this potato look like almost like cornstarch. That's what it looks like. If you've seen it up in person, it's like cornstarch. Problems. I gotta roll my sleeves up.
Yeah, Peru is like one of the wonders of the world, and it's very beautiful. And like you said, like very beautiful views.
Is that where they shot Alice in Wonderland?
I don't know.
It looks like it. Kind of looks like it.
But it's also like many other places, like the dangerous, very dangerous.
Yeah, I watched some stuff on YouTube and like dangerous countries, and I think Peru was number 2. I really do. I could be wrong, but
I know Brazil is up there now.
oh yeah, Brazil is bad. Brazil. Well, that's good.
Oh, we're gonna involve Brazil food too, no?
Yeah,
we're not gonna include our.
Yeah, if you guys want to listen, if you guys want to see a mukbang of Brazilian food, we can get that. So just comment below, and we'll do a mukbang of Brazilian food. But definitely, the next mukbang is gonna be Spanish food because I gotta represent for my Boricuas. You know what I'm saying? You are smacking the crap out of that plate. Is that how y'all do it in Peru?
Yep.
When you can't get it off the. This is good. And you use tilapia for this again. Right?
You use tilapia. Some people use red snapper, or you can also use. We like swahi fish. Did I say it? Swahi?
Swahi fish.
Swahi fish.
Salmon, I'm not a big fan of.
You haven't ate the right salmon.
Oh, I ate the right salmon.
Babe.
Okay. Anyway.
You haven't tried my mother's salmon.
Oh. Yeah, it's good. Oh, by the way, guys, if you don't see on our table, we have. This is a llama.
A painting that was done from an artist.
This is an actual painting that some lazy person has yet to get it framed. So it's actually sitting on the table. And don't worry, guys, the painting is actually nice, but it's covered with plastic, as you can probably tell on the camera. But I'm a great artist. I do a lot of art. But when you see somebody and you say to yourself, these people are actually just sitting on the street painting and stuff, the details that went into these paintings they're phenomenal. I mean, we have this one and we have 2 other ones. And the 2 other ones one is like with a pot and it has like all this other stuff.
Amazing texture.
Yeah, the texture of the actual like painting. 3, they say vases or vases. And in the vases, the texture, like you have your flat canvas and the texture is actually like if it was like a 3D. Like they almost used the paint so thick enough that they knew it was gonna cause like a 3D effect. It's crazy, but it's very, it's unique. It's different. I think it's amazing to have talented people who are out there doing what they do.
Trying to make a living.
Trying to make a living. Oh my God. Big ups to the person who made this.
I love
She did it very well.
What's your name?
Marisol.
Thank you, Marisol.
Her name is Marisol. Big ups to Marisol. She made this, and I wasn't gonna buy it because, again, I've tasted them. They were very, very strong, and she's like, no, taste it. Trust me, you'll love it. She let me taste it, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll buy it. You know, it was like, let's do it. So anyway, back to this. So yeah, this is their llama, and this llama in the painting is basically what represents Peru. In Peru, I know there's a lot of they use the llamas for transportation.
Yeah.
Okay, so they use the llamas for transportation, and this is why this is like a staple for them, showing that Peruvian, like if you go into a Peruvian restaurant, you're bound to see something similar to this. It might not be an actual painting because we went to a number of Peruvian places, and the one in Florida, I didn't see any Peruvian paintings, which I think if you're gonna have an authentic Peruvian restaurant, I believe that you should invest in. So anyway, we're gonna get back into eating. I just kind of wanted to share this with you guys because I think it's great that certain states and stuff, or certain countries, I should say, certain countries have things that represent who they are and what they are about. And the llama represents that. They used it, I'm guessing in the early 1800s or something, they used the llamas for transportation and to get to a lot of places.
No, and still in the mountains where they
and they use them for and the truth is I don't know how they use them for transportation because we went recently. We took the kids to what was that, pumpkin picking, and they had llamas there. And these llamas aren't big. They're what?
Yeah, so they're they have llamas, the llamas, and they have alpacas.
Oh, so there's different ones. It goes to show that I don't watch the History Channel.
The llamas, I know they spit.
Okay.
Yeah. Spit.
Yeah, if one of them spit on me, I'll be jumping the hell over that fence. And
They're
beating the
cute though.
brakes
They're
off.
very cute.
Yeah, but that's cool.
And they use the llama for many things, the transportation, and they use the fur. They use make rugs using their fur or clothing.
So they're
as
like
well.
sheep.